All right, let's set up our scene first. So what I'll need is something for the player and enemy to stand on. So let's create a big cube and take that cube and move it to 0, 0, 0. Oops. And I'm obviously going to have to adjust my camera some for this tutorial, but let's get this cube made first. And if you hit F will take you right into the scene where the cube is. There we go. Again, that's 0, 0, 0. And there I have the standing cube. And it's pretty thick, but it'll work for the purpose of what I want it to do. And now you can see it's very sensitive on the movement of Y. So I'm going to move it down in Y using the numbers up here at the top. It looks like it needs to be a greater width that way. There we go. All right, now also we need 2 cubes. So create other cube. And again, it would help if you moved it to 0, 0, 0, just so you can see the cube. Let's just make that cube a little bit bigger. And let's take and give that cube a physics of a rigid body and hit play and see if that lands on the ground. Good. Okay, we don't need it that far up in the air, so we'll move that down just a skosh. And you'll find that if you're using a slim field of view, that moving stuff here is a lot more accurate than it would be if you tried to grab it, because the field of view is so limited. One little movement of the arrow will send your player or enemy flying. So now let's duplicate this object. I do that by right-clicking over here and duplicate. And that should duplicate all the properties of it too. So this one, again, let's take and move that one in X over to here. Now we're going to label these. The last one I just made, let's F to get into the field of view of these so we can start manipulating them a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. This is kind of what the camera sees right now. Okay, this one should be on my right hand side, and to test that theory I will just start moving that up. No, because there's my camera in the background. Duh. There we go. So I kind of want to see what I see in here corresponding to this. Now, this one we're going to label our player. This other one, the enemy. And this one, and then this last one, floor. There, very good. Okay, let's hit play just to make sure everything is in event. Okay, 2 cubes enter, 1 cube leaves. I think that was Mad Max quote. All right, now that we have our system set up, well, let's assign some color to these, shall we? What we need to do is say, well, there's 2 materials, and one's going to be an enemy, and one's going to be a player. All right, and we all know enemies are red. It's just a distinguishing between, you know, what we know as Star Wars and the lightsaber episodes. And we always know players to be green. Okay, so now we have an enemy red and a player green. Okay, so the enemy here, player, good. All right, now that we've set up our scene, let's write some script in the next video.